Top Muffin Top Thursday chat. What's up, everybody? We're joined with our typical co-host, Lawfully Armed, and the Modern Frontiersman, the guest of honor.
Here, I'll hit the.
Nice. Assist. Hell yeah.
Thanks for having me on here, man.
Thanks for giving some small channels like this a chance, my dude.
Oh yeah,
appreciate that. But we'll kind of trickle on in here. If Lawfully, you got any little BS questions until we get some people trickling on in? Oh, you know what? I should probably tell everybody in the Discord to live. Whoops. I'm not a professional.
So you make leather goods for a living?
I do. Yeah. That and this YouTube stuff that's my full-time work. Yeah, been doing leather work for like, I don't know, probably 10 years now, I guess. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I like your bandolier. I'll show a couple of videos of your channel. After I drop this in a couple dudes' Discords to get some eyeballs in here. I'll even post on Wired Tights. I don't give a shit. His Discord's wild. He's got some crazy dudes in there.
I tried to join his and my account's all messed up and I can't even log in. I hate Discord. No. It's so confusing to me. It hurts my brain.
Oh, well, I use it because I play video games because I'm a child, but that's all right.
I guess I need to go check your website out, but just for the sake of conversation, what sort of leather goods do you mostly specialize in?
Well, I wouldn't say I like intentionally specialize in anything particular, but people order holsters and belts more than anything else. So I've gotten super fast at making just basic, fold over holsters for, revolvers, single action armies, and 1851 navies mostly. For a long time, I was the only site online that sold holster for the Heritage Rough Riders other than Heritage itself. And I think still to this day, I'm the only person online selling a shoulder holster for the Rough Rider.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I've made hundreds and hundreds of Rough Rider shoulder holsters. People order the crap out of them because they can't find them anywhere else. So,
dang, Muffin Top might have to be browsing that. The old Heritage Rough Riders, a woodsman's buddy.
It's good that you found a way to make that at a price point that's amicable for you and your consumer.
Yeah. I've never had any pushback on price. The funny thing is too is like when I first started, I had my prices really low on Etsy, and people weren't buying much. And I had joined this group online. She has it. I can't remember the name of it, but she mostly coaches women, like stay-at-home moms and stuff, who are selling on Etsy. And but I joined her little coaching group or whatever. I was like the only dude in the whole group, but I found it to be so valuable. Which is understandable too, because most sellers on Etsy are stay-at-home moms or women and stuff. But she did a little class on perceived value, and she's talking about how sometimes you might have your prices set, but you could raise them, and people will perceive it to be worth more, and you get more sales. So I realized that I was probably charging a little too little. And when I raised the prices, it skyrocketed and people started buying more because that perceived value went up.
Oh, there you go. Mac, I sent you a link, my dude. Mac's a good dude.
I liked your video for today. It was more positive than yesterday's.
Don't bury your head in the sand. Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was already planning on doing that. It's like after I did that one video, I was like, I'm going to do another one tomorrow, and it's seemingly contradict myself, but it's not really.
No, it's all good. different viewpoints, Yeah. If you come in and look at it, critical think from a couple different angles, it doesn't help, but gain. knowledge on one side or the other.
Right.
Which is a good thing. Trade secrets from MF. Man, do you like? Are you offended by MF, or do you just know that's you?
Me?
Yeah, you're Modern Frontiersman. You're MF.
Oh yeah. No.
I'm like, this guy's a motherfucker. What is happening? These guys are brutal. And then it clicked. I'm like, oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, all up in your chats on your videos. I'm like, oh boy, these guys are dicks.
I mean, they could just straight up call me motherfucker, and I wouldn't be offended. I wouldn't care.
That's good. That's
I actually did that on purpose. So I changed my my profile picture to just the MF. I just thought it would be kind of funny. It's like, it's Modern Frontiersman, but I know everybody's going to think motherfucker, and I think that would be kind of funny. So
I like all that. I like all that a lot. Hell yeah, we got Fiend Dog in the house. Fiend Dog's our local resident in New Jersey, so he's had some crazy shit going on over there. He had some drones over his house, and we were talking about that earlier last week.
Oh,
so
fun.
He's not abducted. Have you been probed though yet, Fiend Dog? Have they sniffed you out, making sure you're not stashing any of the good boom booms?
That wasn't the hardware his wife let him buy.
Oh, that's unfortunate. He's still muted. Demo Man Don. I wouldn't MF you guys. Aw, that's cute. Howdy from Alaska, Dom BDG. What's up, Dom? Maccabees, I sent you a link to the email, my dude. If you check that out. But hell yeah. Oh, thanks, Gunslinger. You teleported from Hutch. Hutch is a good dude. Hutch and Backwoods are going live right now too. I wanted to show a little bit of your website here. I don't think we'll get in trouble for sharing any of that. And we'll kind of click around and check all that stuff out. Window. How come I can't click that? Oh, here we go. All right, let's check this out. Can y'all see this?
Oh yeah, so I had to change it. That's not mine. They stole my domain name.
All right.
Now it's Modern Frontier.
Come on,
Frontiersman.com.
Well, I just copied it from his YouTube thing.
Yeah, I got to change that. My website was down for a while, and then somebody snagged my freaking domain name, and I had to change it. It's bullshit.
Shit. All right. Well, we won't be doing that right now then.
It's just modernfrontiersman.com.
Yeah. I want y'all to sit here and watch me Google and misspelling shit. It's like
Howdy.
What's up, Bean Dog? How's New Jersey treating you?
Doing all right. Just got back from a Christmas union meeting.
Oh, yuck.
Union, gross.
Yeah, he's an electrician. You don't know what a broom looks like.
Hey, it was free food, man. I got a belly full of good food.
I mean, I like free. I'm all about that.
It's not
Here's
really
my boy.
food.
I tell you what, this is one of the coolest videos. I love this video from you. This actually where I first seen anything with you on it was Crawl, Walk, Run. So if you guys haven't checked out all this, this is our boy Modern Frontiersman BSing with Risky Krisky here and talking some man shit. And I don't want to go through the whole thing so that way these guys actually go check it out. But it's a pretty good video.
It's the military way.
Yeah. They're talking, running some dry fire, 100% muffin top approved on dry fire.
How y'all doing this evening?
What's up, Mac?
How's it going?
Pretty good.
So they found that missing radioactive material from New Jersey the other day, huh?
Did they really?
They found it in Ohio.
What? I don't know. We've been having some drones in Nebraska now. I guess they've been in multiple states.
Where was that radioactive material being transported from and to?
It's now where it was supposed to be down in Tennessee. It was some medical stuff. It wasn't enough to really do anything, supposedly.
Hell yes, 2 weeks ago. I'm not just fucking with you.
Wasn't enough to be a catalyst.
All right. And then he was checking out. He got himself a Grizzly, and he actually makes holsters for this. So if you guys picked up a Grizzly on the Black Friday sale, which was a pretty fucking good deal for a Glock clone, old Modern Frontiersman makes a leather holster for this bad boy. What do you think about that?
I gotta get that up. I gotta get that up on the website too, because I know a lot of people have been talking about struggling to find a holster for them.
Yeah.
You got some nice looking holsters.
Appreciate it.
If I had money, I'd buy one.
That is always the catalyst.
Trading some buckskin.
Oh yeah, there you
Trading
go.
some buckskin. I got 2 deer hides down here. You want them tanned out or set to your raw?
Tanned.
All
I
right.
ain't got time to tan nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think of that?
I
You still
can,
running
but-
that Modern?
Huh?
You still running this Grizzly? What do you think about? Am I screen sharing this?
No.
I haven't seen anything on the screen.
Oh my god!
Except my face.
What the fuck am I doing?
You got him on the big screen.
Sorry about
Here.
that. Well, you're welcome. I was going through here showing your Grizzly,
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was
I'm
wondering,
just
like, he's talking about all this. Is it supposed to be on the screen? I've never
Nah,
done
Phil.
Rumble like this before.
I feel retarded. Sorry about that. That happens occasionally. I'm retarded.
You
But
just
what do you
feel
think
how
of
you
this
are.
Grizzly? Still running that?
Yeah, I've been carrying it every day since then. I've shot it a lot now. Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Oh yeah. Oh, our boy Modern right here. See, look, you see his face once. Now you can see it over here again. Any plans for a dot? Or are you an irons guy? Do you like dot or no?
I've never actually had any optic on a pistol before. I mean, I see the benefit in it that everybody, like everybody talks about, but I don't know. I mean, I'm just comfortable with the pistol with the iron sights. I just don't feel any need
struggling
to
with complicated.
Yeah, I understand. I got a cheap one on my dagger. That's the reason why I got a dagger, was because it was the cheapest way to try out a dot and see whether I liked it or not without sending my Glock off to get milled or something,
Yeah.
in case I didn't like it. But I don't know. I got a little Sealy Wolf Pro, and it's a green dot because I got a buddy in my mag who has astigmatism, so we switched dots over to green to see if they work for him, and they do. And I don't know. I got this for it was like sub 200 muffins. And I've changed the battery in it once, and that was just because I was going to Florida, and this was going to go up on a drive with somebody, so I had an EDC, and I just did it just to change it. But I don't know, it works pretty good. It's a cheap dot.
Yeah, it's like freaking Romeo 5, man. Like I never change batteries in those things.
Yeah. This is your linchpin chest rig here.
Yeah. Everybody needs to go to linchpin.supply and get one of those.
Dude, mine got sent to the wrong fucking address like an hour away from me, and we've been trying. The post office has been calling me every fucking day. I'm about ready to go over to this dude's house. I'm like, I talked to him. I'm like, man, if this gets returned to sender, like this is what's going on. I'm like, I'm just gonna fucking buy another one because I've been waiting. I've been dicking around with the post office for 2 weeks trying to get this thing to my fucking house.
Wow.
So I'm a little pissed about that because I wanted to take this thing on a coyote hunt that I had already went on to try it out, just out in the field. Just throw my thermal and some water bottle and shit in there just to wear it,
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pissed off about that.
This might be a fat guy problem, but do you find it hard to buckle the backstrap?
No, I'm not that fat. Thank you very much, lawfully armed. You fucker.
I was asking Modern Frontiersman.
Oh,
You wouldn't know you haven't put one on yet.
that's true.
Yeah. No, I don't.
I bet you're gonna have a fucking hard time with it.
Why would you say that?
Have you weighed it to see what was it weigh with 12 full mags in it?
I haven't waited. I don't know.
What are you thinking? You've been running this for a minute now.
Man, I don't know. I
Like
had to
it?
get.
Been walking in it, and you haven't.
Yeah. I mean, I like it. I haven't. It doesn't feel too heavy. It's not as heavy as wearing a plate carrier with a bunch of shit on it. That's for sure.
Yeah, no shit. I hope this isn't too high. I'll have to ask Coyote for extensions for fat people, like the seatbelts on airplanes or something. But I'm big. I really need to start rattle cannon all my shit really bad. I'm big on the rattle can. I've been stockpiling up some rattle can for my winter break to do a bunch of shit.
I go through so much spray paint, dude.
Hell yeah. That's the way, bro.
Yeah, Missouri Survival. We're talking about the Nezumi.
Yep. Yeah, Muffin Top is still in limbo. I'm just gonna have to buy another one, I guess. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna have to go to this dude's house. He probably unwrapped it and is probably wearing it in his house in his fucking Speedo or something. Who knows? Which
can only hope.
More valuable, yeah. But
that's what I do.
That's what I do. That's good. At least you're honest.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. But I'm big on rattle cannon.
Yourself in the mirror.
Big on rattle cannon your gear. I thought you had a rifle on here. Is that the beginning?
How you feel about that liner on the inside? Does it seem durable? Is it like scratching up like when you take the mags in and out?
I haven't noticed it scratch. No, it seems pretty durable. The whole thing seems pretty durable. It's more, it's very similar to the Condor 7-pocket chest rig, but it feels a lot more durable than that.
Right. I've been running a Condor for a long time, but not the 7.
Pat, what color did you order yours in?
Oh, you was with Missouri Survival. Yeah, I like Missouri. He's a good dude.
Yeah.
So one of my questions was, let's run this through the panel. What's up, Pat? How you doing, by the way? I see you like to rock this AK here. What's up with that? But I'm also big on shotguns myself. Sorry, I'm listening to my kid upstairs. He's like, Dad's a jackass. I'm like, I know, buddy, but don't worry about it. Anyway, so he's got some shotguns and shit. Hits the fan. Get out of here, commercials, you gay lord. What, buddy? Hang on, talk amongst yourselves. You gotta grab him his shark toy that's down here.
I heard tonight that they're implementing Sharia law all across Syria. That's going to cause a problem for the Kurds and the Christians.
I don't doubt that. That'll cause a problem for everybody.
Yep.
That's I don't doubt that one bit. It's so funny. It's so funny because I was saying, like, these guys are not the dudes you think they are.
Yep.
They're freaking Al Nusra. They're fucking Daesh. They're not just your run of the mill freedom fighters.
Yeah, I was surprised the SDF and the Kurds was fighting with them, supporting them.
Yeah, I was talking to a guy in Iraq the other day, and I said, "What do you think is going to happen now? You think they're going to come back and try to attempt Iraq again?" He said, "Hell no." I was like, "Well, that might be wishful thinking." I was like, "I hope all the Shia militias and everybody are headed up north to the border."
Might as well.
I would if I was them. They know what happens when these kind of guys come to town.
Yep.
Hell yeah. I'll tell you what. Not a lot of people run slings on shotguns. When it's foggy out, I cowboard geese. So you take a cutout, like the plywood, and it has 2 handles on the back of it. And if you have a dog, it sucks. Because you got to try and hold the leash for the dog and haul the fucking cowboard out with your shotgun slung up on you. And the dog always wants to run out in front of it. But when it's real foggy out, you can cowboard geese and you just sling your shotgun behind you. And then when you walk up to them, you just kind of walk up like 10 yards, stop for a second. Walk up another 10 yards, stop for a second until you're like right there. Then you just drop the board and blast them. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, slings on shotguns, 100% for hunters.
Yeah, I totally agree. You didn't notice on that one. I just literally just tied a rope on it.
Yeah, paracord trick, man. It works. Why not? Paracord's been coming back, man, all over everybody's rifles and everything, dude. Everybody's cutting weight, cutting noise. I'm big on
somebody asked me the other day, like, "Oh, what QD swivel do you use?" I was like, "I don't. I just tie it on with 550 cord."
Yeah, it works, man. The Lord's cord.
Every QD adapter or swivel I've ever had always like comes loose. You know what I mean? I'll bump it on something and it'll fucking fall off.
Yeah, I had one.
The barrel goes in the dirt.
I had one. The bearings finally went out on it, and it just shit right off. I was like, well, that's what I get for buying an Amazon one, but oh well. Hell yeah. But yeah, I don't think shotguns are dead. I think especially with drones, man, I think shotguns are way back in.
Back in the 70s and 80s and 90s, the conversations, you know, we had helicopters back then, wasn't a lot of this drone shit. And I don't know about now, but back then that they taught not rocket science, but how to make a rocket in like science and shit and chemistry and all that information is online. You can make launch tubes with cable, and hopefully y'all can draw your own picture out of that.
Well, why don't you just give us a detailed list and all the goodies we need to make this go? And
well, I won't give a list, but you put one over there and one over there. You know, so many, 50 yards apart with 5/16 cable or bigger. And it goes up in the air and it gets caught up in propellers, and that's all hypothetical, theoretical. Fantasy
Minecraft,
fiction.
right?
Yeah.
Your bungalow shot that you like so much.
I never said I liked it so much. I just said it was cool one time.
But yeah,
I wouldn't pay for that shit.
This was actually implemented against U.S. forces at one point. I think it was down in Central America. And
hey, hold on here. Look at this. That trigger discipline. All American Prepper ain't got that going on. What's up with that? Sorry, that's funny. I hate that guy. He's a douchebag. He's a fucking leech. Hell yeah, good shit. I know Mac likes that topic.
Well, I'm going to continue to tag him from time to time. I'm not going to say much to him in a video, but if I do something, country boy related or something or survivalist related, I'm going to tag him down there in the description just so that he knows what a real one fucking acts like.
Right. Man, where'd that one video go I seen? I wanted to bring this up because not a lot of people do it. And I think you should. And I think it's really good, especially, with them wanting to ban all of the cough medicine and stuff. Man, where the fuck was that at? Is that this one? Yeah, here we go. Your pine needle tea video.
Oh, yeah.
This is a really, really good thing. And you told people in here which needles to get. You were saying the lighter ones were better. You picked them off a sapling and all that. Hey, where was it? Right here. I had this lined up and I failed. I'm sorry.
I did fail to mention in that video that apparently that some pines can make you real sick, but I don't think we have any of those. So
okay.
I didn't think about it.
Well, I didn't know that either.
North Missouri's not really pine country. We don't have too many of them around here.
We're gonna have to put some at your survivalist retreat, bro.
I've got a bunch of pine cones, different kind, but I don't know. I mean, I've used the ones down like in South Carolina, probably same as Modern Frontier when years ago. But
right.
I don't know which ones are good for you and which ones are bad for you. I brought home a bunch of pine cones to throw out on the side of the hill and burn it off. I'll probably burn it off next year because that's how you get the seeds to pop out and maybe some will grow. I want them mainly for a windbreak on the north side coming off the river for that wind in the winter.
Right. Yeah. But here you go, guys. This is I like that you mix some like bushcraft stuff with your leather working stuff because prepping's not just all, and that's a big thing that I preach. It's not just all your run and gun and, oh man, you got 20 guns, you're going to win. I'm like, you got 20 guns, you don't have 20 pounds of rice. Are you fucking dumb? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you need food. You need faith, food, family, and then your firearms. With those 4 things, you can be a complete man. And you can do man shit.
Yeah, that's right. And like I was saying recently, I get kind of tired of a lot of the tactical content and stuff like that because it's really not the most important thing, the thing that you're going to be doing on a daily basis.
Yeah.
I know, but that's the shit that gets views, man. That
Yeah,
is
it
the shit
is.
that
Yeah.
gets fucking views. Is all the gun shit.
Well, it's one thing I've learned. It doesn't matter what I do a video about. If I hold a rifle in the thumbnail, it'll always get more views, even if it has nothing to do with the rifle.
Yeah. Yeah. Pro tip: my my little Stanley lid like that green thing melted off. I put a little ring for like your car keys on there. It works a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those,
Yeah,
I
I
like
don't
those
even know
little
where
Stanley cook pots. Were good, man.
Yeah, that's not even one. Like I lost the actual cup. That's something else. But that lid actually fits perfect on it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's. I like them little Stanley. I hate them little green cups they come with. I usually just pitch those for something else. But
yeah.
yeah, that little Stanley cup. But yeah, it nests perfectly on every like GI style canteen cup like that. Works good, man. I like that knife.
Yeah, man. Like I got that knife from Townsend's. I don't know if you ever watched their YouTube channel or anything, but
No, I haven't.
they do a lot of they make a lot of they sell stuff and do a lot of content for people who into living history, like 18th century colonial, like French and Indian War, Long Hunter type living history. And
that's cool shit.
Yeah, the stuff that they sell is really cool. And that French trade knife there, like I've used different knives and I always go back to that knife. I love it so much.
Handy little one, huh? That's good.
Yeah.
Hell
I've skinned coyotes with it. I've used that knife for everything.
Gen X said he used a Night Eyes S clip. Yeah, I can see the S clip. That makes sense. I just have a shitload of little keyring things everywhere. I always think those are handy. I like to keep those on all my little Victorinox, like little multi tools, like the little knockoffs of them. Just like the little old school. Like every grandpa used to have one of these in their pocket knife, and now they sing. Dude, these little Swiss Army knives are like fucking $60-$80 now, dude. You used to be able to find these like garage sales all day long for like $5.
Yeah.
Boy, have times have changed.
There's a monopoly on it now.
Yeah, I guess.
Winger got bought out by Victorinox a few years ago.
Hell yeah. Have you ever listened to this audiobook here? Can you see this? Day of Wrath? Modern?
I have not.
It's written by the dude who wrote 1 Second After, William R. Forskin. I like to call him Forskin because it's funny.
Yeah, I was about to mention that.
Yeah. But yeah, it's literally about a T attack dropping in every state, like 4 to 6 guys with AKs at schools and like daycares and stuff, and then another group of them hitting up like the main exit to that town and just sitting there blasting all the first responders and parents, panicking coming down that way and creating a big jam. So that way the people at the location with the soft targets being kids just sit there and do bad stuff to them until they're all dead because they don't take prisoners, right? Yeah, it's a book you should listen to. It'll piss you off. But I also like this. Where are you from? And it's kind of a deal, kind of to Red Dawn because he's looking to relocate. He's looking to move, and you're like, well, people that are around, they know what locals sound like and how they act. And I like really how you talked about the New York thing. People running around as quick as they can, getting shit done, and just some country boy rolling into the corner store and BSing with the guy for 5 minutes before you get what you need.
Yeah, little mannerisms, the way people walk, the way people move, you can tell.
Yeah, 100%. That's that Bear Creek in the background right there.
Yeah, yep.
How's that bad boy? What are you running for optic on that?
That's a Tacticon LPVO.
Yeah. Damn. I almost grabbed that instead of this Monstrum I got, and I probably should have grabbed that instead, but I don't know.
Yeah, I know people hate on Tacticon too, but I know me and Randall, is the only 2 people I know that use Tacticon a lot, and no issues. No, I've had no issues.
I got my main gun belt that I wear. I've been wearing for 4 years on the treadmills of Tacticon, and I run 2 AR mags on it, 2 pistol mags in my pistol, and a dump pouch, and it's just fine. I got the version 1 and the version 2. I love those things. for stacking deep, especially if you got like 10, 20 dudes in a mag, so you can all have the same shit. Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got a Tacticon Red Dot we're currently working with right now. We got their slings. Their slings are pretty good. They're a little shiny. They need some rattle can to them, but their slings are pretty good too.
Yeah.
I got one on my cheap rifle.
Oh yeah.
But hell yeah.
As we always talk about, one of the most important things is having a community and building that community. Now, it's important to understand.
That was the way you put that. Man, these words are so fucking tiny. Hey, right here. All right, listen to this, Jeff.
Or, you live in New York City and you're used to moving around real fast and getting things done. And because I've been to New York and people are just go, get out of my way. Now, if you come from that environment and you take that to a rural, secluded community deep in Appalachia, deep in the mountains, the cold hard fact is people are likely not going to trust you. When they hear that really thick accent, they're likely going to look at you kind of sideways and look at you with some skepticism and not entirely trust you if you just show up.
No, that's a huge thing, is trust. And if you're a kind of person that can go hang out with this group of people and that group of people, you can go hang out with the dudes wearing 3-piece business suits to the dudes smoking crack on the corner, and you can interact and intermingle with all those people and be cool with pretty much any clique you're chilling. That is a very valuable skill, and being able to read body language, very, very valuable. When you're moving through, especially when, say, you're out of town, like it's holiday season, man. We're all moving around right now, right? You're not going to be where you're normally comfortable. There's increase in traffic all the way around. Increased crime happens this time of year, man. People are in good spirits, things like that. People will start begging for money at the gas pumps when you're pumping gas, whatever. Being able to kind of switch that on and off and listen, so you can kind of see how far people are from, your standard way of living, is a very valuable thing. And that does help you, allocate trust to certain individuals. So I like the way you put that.
Yep. 110%. It do be facts.
Facts, bro. Facts. So, keep an eye out on that. Keep more vigilant in the holiday season, because there's gullible people and there's kind-hearted people, and they get taken advantage of. But yeah, man. If you guys haven't checked out Modern Frontiers YouTube channel, I got his YouTube link in my description. Modern's good shit, dude. I like this dude.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. Teach some idiot like me that doesn't know tactics like this. I'm not a military guy. I tried to get in twice. I fucked up my body in football and I couldn't get in. And then they said my eyesight was too bad, and I went and got LASIK. And then they're like, "No, you lied about your shoulder." And I'm like, "Well, I don't need my shoulder to shoot, bro. Like, we in. Let's go. It's healed. We're fine. I'm benching and shit with it now. We're all right." They didn't care. They were just too picky choosing in. Now they probably take me over some blue-haired dude, and I'm all fucked up. That's good. And I don't rag on Condor. I run the shit out of Condor stuff. I don't care what people say. If you got cheap gear like your Tacticon and your and where was that one video where you took that one handguard off with that?
Oh, that was towards the beginning of my channel. That was a long time ago.
I like that one.
Your website's just modernfrontiersman.com.
Yep, that's right.
I like this too. The need for a modern Minuteman. That need is unfortunately rising, I think, which is sad to say in our country and time of affairs. But
yep.
I kind of like your little setup here. Let's see. Oh, that's just on the thumbnail. Damn. Yeah, you took the... That's my boy Upchurch. Yeah, you took that handguard off that rifle and all that. In that one video I was talking about. I guess that's just the thumbnail. Anyway. You guys got any questions for the Modern Frontiersman? Who's in the panel? Oh, geez, we got a whole bunch of people in here. Sorry, guys, I can't see anybody in here when I'm doing that present thing. You're the man of the hour now. Lucky. Check out a sick backdrop with his Constitution, y'all.
Yeah, rearrange everything earlier. There's no heat down here either, so this candle's helping keep me warm.
Hey, man. Candles help. I love the dollar store emergency 4-hour candles. I love those things.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
good. All right, let's catch up on some of the chat. What do you got, Pat? You got any questions for Modern? If you're in a spot you can talk. Are you driving right now or what? All right, Pat told me to go fuck myself. Fiend Dog, you got any questions for Modern?
I'm hooking up trailers. I got to keep it on mute.
Oh, gotcha. All right, you're working. You got to pay for the people that don't. Keep on it.
No, I don't have any questions.
All right, Mac, you got anything you want to say?
Sure. I'm sure you've got a video on it. I haven't seen it, but give us your definition of in detail, like what the role of a Minuteman would be.
Okay.
Yeah, I do have a video on that. To me, I think Risky talked about this a long time. I think we actually both talked about it together on my podcast, if I'm not mistaken. But I look at it as like I said in my video. Some people like to use the term like the special operations. I don't know that that's exactly right, but I see the Minuteman is not this quite the same as the average militia. Like every dude that can stand there and shoot being part of the militia, but the Minutemen should be able to respond, of course, in a minute's notice, be able to respond quickly and hold it down until the rest of the average militia gets there. And that's not most people, to be honest. And people don't like to hear that, but that's what I think. I think if you're considering yourself a Minuteman, you ought to be able to get going real fast and be able to be a step above the average gun dude or the dude that's out there training.
I like that.
Yeah, I do too.
A lot of people, and it's not really a niche. It's more of a fact in the gun world. Is most people are like, man, I got all these guns in my house and blah blah blah, and I'm safe. And you know what they have for their bedside gun is their EDC, bro. They just got their pistol. How many people? I mean, I think if you're a Minuteman, you should have a rifle, and you should have hearing pro for everybody that's going to be in that immediate area hearing them gunshots. Like for me, I got Walker headset for my boy and my wife and me because that's who's in my house. So if some shooting's happening, it ain't going to do my wife and kid any good if they're both screaming and can't communicate, right? Even if I got ears on. So even with the suppressor, like in the house, like you can still hear that shit. It's still loud, especially for a 3-year-old kid. He ain't gonna know what the fuck's going on. So I think if you're banking on just your pistol with one mag, which a lot of people do, and some people just do revolvers, some people just do a little pocket pistol, some people just do. Not a lot of people carry a light on their fucking gun. I always carry a light on my gun, and I EDC it, but I'm a big fat muffin top, so I can hide, a Glock 34 with a Surefire 300 and a dot. So not everybody is blessed in that way, but I can carry that. So I carry Glock 19 size pistol, the dagger at the moment, and but most people just take their EDC out and put it right next to them. Some people might have a shotgun in their closet ready to rock, maybe half rack, cruiser ready, right? Or some people might have the AR in their closet, but maybe as simple as, bro, leave your jeans that you was wearing before you took a shower right there ready to rock so you can hop in them so you're not just out in your fucking birthday suit, right?
Yeah.
If I'm fighting a couple dudes, I'd like to have my pocket knife and my pepper spray and my EDC flashlight on me and maybe not have my wiener hanging out. And I think the chest rig game is big. I think if you have a pair of britches and a chest rig and maybe some tactical Crocs and your blaster, some hearing pro, that's probably probably leaps and bounds among most people these days.
Yeah. I was like, man, I've had to bust out the door quite a few times in the middle of the night because we had this crazy neighbor, which I've talked about before. I think I did a video on it actually, but every time I didn't grab the pistol, I grabbed my rifle or a shotgun. And I keep plate carrier by the door, but it's slick. There's nothing on it. I don't even have an extra magazine on it. Like there's nothing on it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I figure, yeah, in an average everyday situation, if I'm, I highly doubt I'd go through 30 rounds from the AR. You know what I mean? But
right.
Of course, I'd up that if the threat level rose, of course. You know?
Right. So if you was in an apartment in Colorado with Trin de Agua, maybe you'd have a couple spare mags on that rig, huh?
Yeah.
4 or 5 guys armed up. That would be a bad day.
Yeah.
All right, I feel you.
But I haven't needed that. My only threat was like a 80-year-old man with a single shot shotgun.
Hey man, them old man, he's probably been shooting that shotgun his whole life. He's probably quick.
Probably got the trigger wired back.
Hey man, if it's a I've said it before, man, if it's a 80-year-old dude who's run that shotgun since he was a little boy and that's his truck gun, he's probably pretty fucking good with that single shot. I would not. I'd take that over some yuppie in the city saying, "Oh man, I've never taken my fucking 1022 out the box in a heartbeat." I'd take that old man running that single shot.
Yeah. Well, this one's tarded, so
it wasn't really gotcha. Maybe I'll take the guy who never shot that 1022 then.
Yeah. Last time I confronted him, he never came back. I went to the courthouse, tried to have him trespass and all that stuff. But the very last time, I've always tried to be nice because he's clearly not all there.
Right.
But he's come banging on the door with shotgun in his hand many times. Accusing me of trespassing on his land and all kind of crazy stuff. But tried to de-escalate, but the last time it was like 2:00 in the morning. I just got home from work. I was already pissed off, and my dog starts barking. And I look out the window, and I see him just from the moonlight. He's standing there with his shotgun. He's got a bucket in his hand, in the other hand for some reason, and he's trying to open the truck. He's trying to open my truck door. So I was like,
maybe it was a Christmas present.
Dude, I grabbed the rifle and I just fucking like rushed out there, and I was in motion of muzzle thumping him, and I stopped myself and I was like, okay, you need to calm down because you're probably about to kill this man if you muzzle thump his ass. Like, so,
well, I mean, maybe.
But I pushed him back down the driveway and screaming and cussing. Unfortunately, he never come back. But he's actually dead now. He died a few months ago, so it's not really a threat now.
Natural causes.
Yep.
I don't know what he died from, honestly.
Oh, hashtag wood chipper gang.
Yeah.
He just probably ornered away.
Yeah.
Observing said, "Piss on that. Goodbye horses up to the surround sound. Naked as a jaybird, hairy and fat old man coming to play. Shall be their fate." Hey man, you do you. I'm gonna rock my britches because nobody needs to bust out a microscope that late at night. Okay, so.
Especially if you got.
I was barefooted out there in my boxers. Yeah, I didn't worry about putting no clothes on.
Yeah.
Muffin Top's got them giant squirrels in the yard.
Yeah, big chunguses are scary. They might go for my peanuts, man. I can't be doing none of that.
It's not just that. You got to worry about if you have a house fire and you got to run out of your house butt naked. That would suck.
Yeah, I gotta. I bust my EDC down in my underwear because I'm a big proponent of Duluth. I think they're awesome underwear, and nobody talks about that shit. So I'll be a fat guy talking about underwear. But swamp ass blows, and I hate it. And since I've had those, I really haven't had swamp ass. So if I'm leaving my premise, I will be taking my underwear drawer with me. There ain't no way I'm leaving my Duluth behind, baby. That's some valuable shit. But, I got another one here. Where do you guys think, we'll run this one through the panel, where do you think this country is going to be in 1 year?
In 20 years?
North America.
In one year. Christmas to Christmas. Like,
Lost.
a lot of variables in there.
It's hard to say.
That's a good one, right?
Oh man, we'll be at war with somebody. I'm convinced of that.
Probably multiple, bro. Got to make that money.
I think everyone will be broke because the stock market will crash and everyone will lose their life savings.
Oh, that's for sure. That's been the number one thing that I've been preparing for is economic collapse. But the markets and everything right now are retarded. You know what I mean? Like everything's like,
Yep.
like everybody was like freaking out, like, yay, Donald Trump's getting elected. So you see the stock market go up. That's fantastic. Like it's not real. That's all based on emotion. You know what I mean? It's gonna come back down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
the guy I worked with
speculation.
the other day, he invested in, I forget what it was, but within one day he made $150,000 off of that. I was like, holy moly.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, it's all tanking now because Congress can't hold Bitcoin, so they tanked it. They can't hold Bitcoin, and they increased rates. Stock market took a pretty big dive yesterday. I don't know if y'all pay attention to that shit or not. But
Yeah, I do. My retirement's invested in it.
yeah, that's unfortunate. Sophia P says, rest in peace, Big Chungus. Amen. Big Chungus could not escape that hawk. That hawk ate real good on his way to migration. Big Chungus was a squirrel I had overfed, and I have now had to ration my squirrels corn because if they can't make it to a pole or a tree to get away from the hawks, they are dead. they don't make it. Yeah,
The
Big
hawks eat meat,
Chungus.
too.
He's about the size of a small rabbit. He was a big ass squirrel. He was a fat bastard. He was big enough he could rip the whole cob off the squirrel feeder, and he'd take it up to his nest, and you just hear a tick, tick, and it was him jumping as far as he could up because he couldn't carry the cob with his gut. So he just jumped all the way up the tree. Yeah. People seem to like that story here. He's no longer with us. A hawk got him. I watched him at the dinner table, and I had to explain to my son, Big Chungus ain't going to be there tomorrow.
Wow.
And that's a bummer you didn't get to take him home for dinner.
Yeah, he would have been good eating. All right, let's run it through. What do y'all think? So you think we'll be in more minimum? Modern. Okay. Fiend Dog, you think the stock market? You think financially we're fucked?
Yeah, I think they're going to purposely tank it on him to screw him over.
I think you're probably right. I think they're going to pull the rug out from under him, and he ain't going to be able to dig out of the hole they're going to leave him in 4 years, and we're all going to suffer along the way. What you got, Mac? What do you think?
Well, I have a whole lot of thoughts about it, but I don't know anything for sure that I would settle on. I was confident that Kamala was going to be the one they was going to put in, and that just blew my mind. So I don't trust anything out there. I mean, it's a wild card what could happen. Economy collapse. We could be in one world government. Trump could be the Antichrist. I mean, we could be in 1984, just doing regular life. And I think it is. We're getting into the end times, but
could be.
I don't know. Everybody ought to stay really prepared for anything at this point. And everything's deception. I said it like 3 or 4 days ago that Biden put that drone detection system in New York State at the request of the governor. And I said that they was doing that kind of with all these drones to help set a precedent so they can start regulating drones in the sky in general, like for us civilians, the citizen drone, and really limit how many of them are in the sky.
I think they're about to pass that with flying colors very quickly, unfortunately.
They're already making laws like that here in Jersey. You're not allowed to fly your drones in school zones now. All that type of stuff. They're going to outlaw them completely for months here.
Yeah.
I think we'll see whatever these drone detection systems are. I'm not familiar with the term. I mean, I have an imagination about it, but I would imagine they'll start going in about everywhere across the United States.
I think they're probably actually already there. They just didn't want to tell the public they had it yet.
Yeah, very well could be.
We'll never know because it's all fake and gay.
It's super fake and gay, bro. I love that. I've been using that since I heard it. I rolled up and I was like, man, if they do Operation Blue Beam and they try and say it's Jesus or Muhammad in the sky, I'm going to tell them I'm a man of faith and I'd be packing and that shit's fake and fucking gay.
Yeah. So
Well, another big
Randall was saying something about that one day, and then Risky, as he was talking about an alien invasion, he was like, we'll all just say it's fake and gay. And I was like, fuck, everything's fake and gay.
It is. Yeah, your car ride home, you're like, wow, everything is fucking fake and fucking gay. I love it. That's the best term. That's the best.
I think we ought to be on our guard for a real virus to go around.
Yeah, I think they're about to pump that.
Oh yeah, that H5N1 now is in humans.
Yeah, I think that's bioengineered bullshit.
And here in New Jersey, they're forcing masks again.
Get the fuck out of there, fiend dog. The union ain't treating you that good.
No, they're forcing it now. If you go to any doctor's offices, any hospitals, even us workers that are going in there to do a job that's not even part of the hospital have to wear them now.
Get to a free fucking state, bro. Over here in Nebraska, we didn't do none of that shit. I went to work every fucking day like it was normal while y'all was chilling playing video games, you fuckers.
I think in a hospital is reasonable.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm friends with the guy who's head of security there, and he wasn't real impressed.
We can all enter into the social compact.
I hope not.
At the grocery store or at the restaurant or whatever, but I understand at the hospital.
I can understand the ICU part of the hospital, but the ER part or anything like that,
Whoa. I missed something. Sophia B said she ain't a taint tickler, but it goes well, Soulless Ginger. I must have missed that one. Woo, Mamacita.
Taint tickler.
Scrolling up here.
Sounds fun.
Yeah. Maybe.
But yeah, I can see them putting down way worse of lockdowns for this H5N1 shit.
I hope not.
You know what the problem is too is now if something like really serious hits, none of us are going to trust it or believe it.
Right, 100%.
I've said since the last one that was probably some programming because a lot of the right just said fuck you, and the next time they may say just fuck you right out the gate too, and that's who it kills.
Right. Hell yeah, Lynchpin putting on that ski mask. Yo, dude, I messaged you. I don't know if you heard the beginning of the chat. My chest rig's in limbo at this fucking dude's house, and the post office has been calling me every day about it. I might just have to buy another one from you. I don't know if you've seen it, return to sender or not, but they put a bunch of notices on this dude's door and in their mailbox, and I don't know if this guy's just retarded or what it is, but I don't know. I'll just have to probably buy another one. Okay.
I don't know. Fish and Game are screwing around with a lot of us over here in Jersey this year too. They're implementing some type of ban on being able to fish, hunt, or even go sit on the land in certain areas because they're saying it's for endangered species that migrate there.
Get the fuck out of Jersey, bro. Lawfully, what you think? What you think we're gonna see in a year?
Well, it's not an exciting answer, but I honestly think we will be right here doing the same thing a year from now.
Oh, babe. Think Modern Frontiersman's going to want to hang out with us for that long? I'm honored. That's good. I hope so, because that would probably be the least of our worries, right? Just sitting here griping about it. That means nothing went down. I'd be
best case scenario.
That would be best case, yes, sir. I think we're on the way for 2030 agenda. You own nothing and be happy. the forever renter mentality, the forever slave mentality. Our rights will be slowly eroded to nothing. I don't think we have enough good men to even stand for it. Even if every guy in this chat stood and your 10 neighbors around you sat, it's still not enough.
Yep.
It's not enough.
Oh yeah, I think they're getting their way.
Yep.
The one way or another, that shit's coming.
It's sad, but best thing you can do is get a big ass garden, get a community garden going, and do your own neighborhood watch if you're in that kind of zone. And if not, patrol your property and get a few family members and a few friends that you can trust not to bang your wife, and hang out. And if you know, hey man, this guy's gonna die for my kid and I'm gonna die for theirs, y'all better be neighbors. Y'all better
Might
be
need to
hanging
get
out.
you a wife that won't let your buddies bang her too.
Well, when you got some BBC over there and you got a mini muffin, I mean, come on now. You want that horse-drawn carriage or do you want that Hot Wheels car? Give her a break. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, you're right.
I got lost in the euphemisms.
You're welcome.
I feel like that was racist, but I'm not sure.
We just skipped that part.
I started having flashbacks of Pornhub there.
That's where we should post our gun content. It's just on all the porn sites because they post porn on everything everywhere else. So might as well. I say we get them at their own game. They'll never see it coming.
That would be hilarious.
Be like, oh, baby, this chick's got nice tits. Man, look at that nice armament. It's badass.
Oh, Lynchpin's asking about the movie. So everybody doesn't know, I went and watched Homestead today. It was good. I don't want to get too much into that because I'm halfway done with the review on it. But it wasn't bad. If anything, it makes you think about some things, and I think that's enough. You know what I mean? They're not going to win a bunch of awards for that movie, but it does. It is a good thought experiment.
Educational.
Better or worse than Civil War?
It's not comparable.
Really? Okay. Same company made it, right? I thought.
No.
Did they use the term "people are a resource"?
Huh?
Did they use the term "people are a resource" on them in that movie?
People are a resource?
People are a resource?
Oh, I don't think so.
Well, that's good.
No.
Civil War is the best movie ever made.
I actually enjoyed it.
Yeah, I want to check it out. It'd be a good one.
Yeah.
I guess
I saw some
from
people.
the plot, they're kind of like he's some really rich, basically higher end prepper, and he didn't really go hide, so he didn't like Gray Man like the rest of us. So he really just put it out there, kind of like Dragon Man, right? Like everybody knows where Dragon Man in Colorado lives. He's got all them guns and shit. So this guy,
I've never even heard of it.
Really? Oh shit.
No.
He's got his own chute and everything. He drives around. Anyway, go check it out. He got a Discovery Channel shit. You know, after Doomsday Preppers and all that popped off, he popped off. He's got like one of the biggest gun collections in the U.S., full auto and not. And he drives a badass truck with a badass full auto on it. He's a cool dude. I think he might be fucking dead. He's pretty old. Is he dead? I gotta Google that.
Yeah, I thought he died last year
too. Anyway, Pat, if you're at a spot where you can talk, my guy, go ahead and.
I'm back.
You're back, baby, and you're more American than Duke.
All right, so going in order, the Modern Minuteman. I can slip my cowboy boots on and off without undoing the zipper. So usually when I go to bed at night, I'll just like pull my pants down over my boots. So all I got to do is step into my boots and pull my pants up.
There you go.
And I at least got some drawers on.
Mm-hmm. Don't want to be fighting with the scallywag or getting cold.
Yeah. I don't know if I agree with the hearing protection either. Like, I think I'm going to take the hit on the gunshot if I have to actually take it. Because I think you're going to need the situational awareness more than you're going to need the ear hearing protection.
Bro, shoot your pistol in your truck.
I'm more worried about saving my life than my hearing when it comes to like a home invasion or something like that. Something I've been thinking about for a while, kind of on the Minuteman subject, is I think we focus too much on like the American military, like training wise, train like the military does.
Yeah.
I think we need to pay more attention to like what the Taliban did and what the Viet Cong did, because
Absolutely.
we are not going to have the logistics behind us. Like
Bunch of
everyone's
idiots that fight naked.
everyone's everyone's going towards like the max magazine capacity now, and I think that's kind of goes towards that. Because before it was like everyone's like, oh man, all you need is like 3 mags or 7 mags, basic combat loadout. Like, yeah, that's cool and all, but you can't just run over to the Humvee and draw from your 50,000 rounds of ammunition or whatever. What you have on you is what you've got.
And if it ain't enough, you fuck.
And whatever your team has on them, or you and your best friend when the world ends, that's what you got. So, yeah, I think, looking back through the history books, looking at what the Viet Cong did and what the Taliban and even what ISIS did to push back against a superior force, because no matter who it is we end up fighting, it's probably going to be a superior force, whether it's the North Vietnamese airdropping in or the Russians or whatever it is. That's most likely going to be a superior force.
One dude
That's
with full auto
exactly
AK, man, superior compared to what you got.
What the
That's
Viet Cong
exactly-
done.
Sorry.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, you're fine. No, I was just saying that's exactly why I started doing that Minuteman lesson series for exactly what you're saying. And me and Risky talking about that the first time I had him on my channel too. Is like you took if me and him would take a handful of dudes that were that fought in Iraq or Afghanistan, and you send a whole platoon of dudes that are training conventional tactics. Now I guarantee you use those conventional tactics and we're gonna fuck you up bad. You know what I mean? Because but we know how those tactics work, and we know how to counter those tactics, and those guerrilla tactics that we're using in Iraq and Afghanistan fucking work.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Sophia B said, "Hey Mustard, can you have Maccabeus explain how people are a resource?" I don't think the powers that be actually count us as people. We're just cattle / tax dollar. Like we're not milk cattle. We're tax dollar cattle and free labor for
We're
whatever the
chattel.
fuck they want. Yeah. So we build the
Chattel.
infrastructure they want, and we pay them the whole way, and we buy their food, we buy all their shitty medical, we buy their shitty cars, we buy their shit everything. Everything we do is to put shit in their pocket. They don't view people as people. We are just numbers to them. But that's my 2 cents on it. Mac, what do you think?
Well, if we're talking post-apocalyptic or something like that, I just hear a lot of emphasis on the gun aspect of what people want in their tribe or whatever, and I feel that everybody serves a purpose. Even some kids, the elderly, they can serve a purpose in a community to keep a community working, and because life's going to, if it goes post-apocalyptic, grid down, whatever, life's going to get really hard for a lot of people, and even a lot of the prepper sphere is not ready for it. And I about lived this way for 7 years, and I'm not real fond of it because I do most of my shit by myself, and it's a lot of hard work, and I just don't think people are ready for it. I've been a survivalist for a lot of years, and I would have thought this would have been a walk in the park, but this has been a real fucking challenge over the last 7 years, starting from scratch, building a building, at times not even having water available. I mean, the only water I had available at one point was what I could get out of the river, and it's some pretty soggy looking shit, and you don't want to bathe in river water. You know, people think they can just run down to the river and take a bath. Some rivers aren't that way. That's a good place to pick up MRSA. You know, and I'm not the only one I know of that's caught MRSA out of a river or a lake. I mean, it is a thing.
Get picked off just like in Africa, man. The water source is the hunting ground.
Yeah, and you know, even like hunting or fishing. Bank fishing with a fishing pole is probably not a cool idea. But people need to learn some fish traps. But anyway, back to the people are a resource. I just think that people ought to open up to. I heard a guy last night say that he didn't want a certain kind of people on his kind of team because of their age, and he didn't want to hear about their knees hurting. And well, that guy shouldn't be on on the team that's scaling a mountain. Then you know he should be doing something back in the community, because everybody is a resource. And
yeah,
I guess that about sums it up. I don't know if I made sense or not. I had to take
I agree with that. I say that all the time. Everybody has something to offer. And in that Homestead movie too, they kind of, not to give it away, but they kind of like towards the end kind of start just bringing everybody in, realizing that everybody has something to offer.
Cool.
I done a like an email answered question consultation for that movie. There was a whole bunch of us that they picked off of some Facebook groups, and this has been back like 3 years ago. The movie was supposed to come out in April, and it was delayed. And that's why I was asking about people are a resource, because that was one of the phrases I was using. And then Missouri Survival done a review, and he said that exact quote. So I was wondering if it was in the movie or not.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, yeah, in that way, yeah. I think I misunderstood what you were asking. But, yeah, I guess in a sense, yeah, they kind of did, you know, display that.
That's cool.
And we're pack animals, just like dogs and monkeys. We're meant to be around each other. Not one person can do it all. And I think
go ahead.
Because of the internet and modern society, we're more alone than we've ever been, and you wonder why everyone's on SSRI drugs and depressed. We're just meant to be around each other, and we're just not anymore.
Yeah,
I agree with that. Lynchpin says resources fuel the machine. Cut the fuel, the machine won't run. That is true. And then where was it? Calhoun Republic said he's just here for internet muffins. That's hilarious. I'm underwater. Sorry. I'm not really catching on the chat tonight, guys. I'm just spitballing with these guys and having a good time BSing.
I'm keeping an eye for you.
Yeah. Thanks.
Kind of back to the Viet Cong and the Mujahideen and their tactics. The people are a resource was part of what made them successful, because they were very intertwined amongst all the communities and hamlets and everything. And most of the people that interacted with our soldiers weren't really on our side. You know, they are friendly to your face, and a lot of these people were packing the ammo that what was it called, the Ho Chi Minh Trail. That's all it was mainly civilian, women and all kinds of people pushing them bicycles loaded down with ammo and all kinds of shit, from the north to the south.
Human ants.
That's what you're going to go with, Lawfully? No, I'm just kidding. That's a good likeness. You want to extrapolate on that, or are you just going to be like the angry, pissed off ones from Africa that you can use to like suture a wound, or
Yazoo hands?
Yeah.
Let me weigh in on a couple of the other subjects that I've missed.
Right.
The New Jersey drone thing, they've actually made it a no-fly zone down there. No civilian drones. They said they're going to start shooting them down.
Govern me harder, Daddy.
I think whatever the government's doing down there, whatever they're looking for, whatever they're practicing, they just want the civilian drones out of the way, because they're the only ones that are going to listen to that.
I agree with you. Restrict our rights. Restrict our rights.
I think just like the reason they want to get rid of guns, they're afraid of the drones, because there's millions and millions of drones out there.
Absolutely.
And for like $40, you can rig them up to drop something. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Fuck, cheaper than that, you can go buy a 4-pack of Tannerite as long as you're good with that shoddy. You get some kid piloting that drone where you need it to go. You get your arc just right.
Yeah, that takes some considerable skill. Whereas if you just push a button, anybody can do that.
That's true.
And I've seen the way they're rigging up their triggering devices over there. They just use syringes and copper wire.
Yeah, I've seen they were trying to do an attack on the electric system by just shorting out. They took a 6-foot copper, thick piece of copper wire, bare, and they was going to just short out a power line. Direct short, baby. Why not? Super duper. You could do that with a freaking $20 Walmart drone, bro. You just take 10 guys in each state, go do that. Fuck, that's enough to overload the power grid everywhere, baby. Lights out for almost nothing. For almost nothing.
And your question about where do you think we're gonna go, like in the next year? I would bet money that they're gonna start something overseas, a war, before Donald Trump is in office, and there's only a couple weeks left for that. There's a guy on YouTube, I think it's Monkey Works. He does a lot of aircraft tracking, and his video today, I haven't had a chance to watch it, but the headline is troop movements, so I want to see what's up with that. I've been seeing evidence around here and there of us getting ready to escalate, and I think all it needs is a trigger. They're either waiting on something to go down, or they're going to make something go down, and we're gonna have to do an Operation Syrian Freedom or something like that.
Man, if the stock market does one more day like they manipulated it to do yesterday, we'll go to war because everybody's global economy is going to crash. They can't take a dip like that 2 days in a row in 1 week. That's all it takes. That's it.
He said there was a lot of transports with refuelers and stuff, and most of them are heading to Hobbs in the Ukraine area.
Yeah. Well, fuck, if they pass that bill tomorrow, we're sending $60 billion fucking dollars out of that $100 billion to keep Congress up and running for 90 days. Fuck the government, man. They don't need to be running. Do you see? You can skim through that fucking. You'd have to read something like 30 fucking pages a minute or something like that to get that read, so they can actually through lawyer speak. So that's boring, dry as shit, right? So you're reading through that in a day. There ain't no way those guys are gonna read through that shit and be able to vote on it.
Well, you see what they're doing now. They're using AI to summarize the bill. Like, you can put parameters in the AI, and it'll scan through there and pick out what it thinks you want to see. And I think that's what I think Vivek Ramaswamy did that, and brought forward a bunch of things that were in that omnibus bill that within hours of it being available to read, he had a bunch of talking points on it already. So I'm pretty sure he used AI to scan that bill.
Well, I'll let you know I did my homework in high school doing shit like that, so shit's probably a little bit better than that by now. If I didn't want to read some fucking book, I just got the cliff notes on that bitch and filled it in, baby.
I heard they put like $70,000 raise for them in the bill.
Each, because their inflation they created is rough. Fuckers.
Yeah, they're getting a raise. They're trying to limit how much information the FBI can subpoena from them about the J6 committee. They're trying to hide all that evidence of whatever they did. What else is in there? Another like $60 billion or something for Ukraine.
Yeah, they're not allowed to be subpoenaed or sent to court for anything they do, and they're allowed insider trading and a whole bunch of other shit.
Yeah, it's a bunch of disgusting shit, and I think we should all contact our representatives and tell them, like, don't fucking pass anything until next year. Nothing. No budget, no law, no nothing.
Hell yeah. Shut down the government. Hashtag quote 4, stack the food to the rafters. And then I seen it up there earlier. Quote number 1, penis. We haven't said penis all chat. or I haven't anyway. So that's good. Now we have.
Well, that's obligatory. We got to get that out of the way.
Yeah, I mean we referenced it multiple times, but on the micro scale.
And what was the context of it?
Micro penis in my pants was the whole context of it. Yeah,
Gotcha.
Muffin top look down.
Yeah, my 3 mirror trick didn't work. I had to bust out a 4th mirror, so it's a bad day. That's good. Well,
I'm gonna grab another Yingling right quick.
Have at it, my dude. All right, guys. While he's gone, we got to get a killer question for him to answer here.
Paper or plastic?
God, can we get something a little bit deeper than that? What do you want when you're hauling out ammo to the customer's car? Do you want paper or plastic, Lawfully?
Paper. Cash is king.
Minuteman Ranch is a new name for me. I appreciate you coming in here. He said, look up the company something Project Ladius. I can't pronounce that on account of being white.
I guess we could ask him what his Golden 5 is.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good one.
And like do a quick rundown of your levels, your prepper levels, and see where he thinks he's at.
I am way too tired for that.
Zing! Oh, come on.
So you do it. You can do it.
I don't know what the levels are. I didn't make them.
I make the rules. They're just suggestions. I'm not the end all be all. I'm not the one.
I thought that was I thought that was in the. I thought that was in the Muffin Bible that I got in the mail. What the hell is that?
It ain't from fucking me. And that shit better be copyrighted, and I better got something out of that shit.
Why haven't I received my Muffin Bible?
Boy, somebody's better figure out where the fuck they're printing them and send me one so I know what's in it. All right. What Modern? You're back. You're hydrated. That's good.
Yep. Stay hydrated.
So I do a Golden 5 firearms, and I think this is the tool belt of every prepper, what they need. And an honorable 6 would be a pellet gun. But I think everybody should have a 22 because you can easily stack 10,000 rounds of ammo for that bad boy. And on the farm, that thing is invaluable for pest control, varmint control, and if need be, give that to Granny sitting on the rocking chair. She can lay down suppressive fire with that bad boy. You can give it to a 5-year-old and a 95-year-old and make them a force multiplier, right? So I'm cool with that. You got your EDC, the piece you'll have on you every single day, your modern day dagger. And Jesus said himself, if you do not have a dagger, you sell your cloak and go get you one. So that's your modern day dagger. So you got to have that thing on you, right? So you got your EDC. So that's preferably, a pistol with mags, and you can rotate that to a battle belt if need be. And then you have your area applicable firearm. For me, it's a bolt action because we got planes out here. If you live in a city, you can maybe rotate that out for a PCC, environment pending. I probably don't need a bolt in fucking New York. Probably not a whole lot of use. A couple lanes of sight. I don't want to be taking weird angle shots and shit in New York and letting everybody know where the fuck I'm at. Right? So whatever. For me, it's a bolt. And then you have your shotgun, and that is mostly for hunting and home defense purposes. It's good at taking birds, man, and birds put food in bellies. So I'm on board for that. And then you need your anti-tyrannical blaster, whether that be an AK or an AR. And this is America, so it's an AR for Muffin Top. What's your Golden 5? And or do you agree with that? Maybe you got a Golden 3. I don't know.
This is boring, but I agree. That's pretty down dirty simple. I especially agree about the 22. Like I was saying the other day, I think I was in a live stream with somebody, and I was saying I use the 22 my grandpa left to me when he died. I use that like more than any other gun that I have, and there's no telling how many rounds I've fired through that thing. Rabbit, squirrel, I've killed pigs with it. I mean, it's the workhorse, and people sleep on the 22, and you shouldn't, because it's like you said, you can carry a shitload of ammo, And if I had to pick one rifle to survive with, it would probably be a 22.
Yeah, you can find a lot of ammo for that out in the wild too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm big on the 22, and for me it's a Ruger 1022. I could also do for like an AR style one for training. I could get on board for that, especially kids and things like that. Run the same belt kit so you don't have to change anything out. But 1022 is so reliable, man. It's really hard to beat.
I like the Henry 22.
Yeah, hey man, I like lever guns.
Yes. So mine's a Remington nylon 66. I don't know if you've ever seen one, but they don't make them anymore.
Yeah, those are big swap arounds at the gun shows here. Everybody picks them up. What you think, Mac? I don't know if you ever had that question.
Well, as far as the 22, Ruger 1022 is a good one. No, I've never had the question, but
now you have.
With that, I would also store some like 22 birdshot.
Mm. Yeah, some snake shot.
Yeah, and I'm a big AK fan.
Boo, boo, AK, boo. I'm just kidding.
Well, I got it thick and veiny. I don't have the tiny muffin top, so.
Oh, well, it ain't tiny. Muffin top's pretty big. It's like Hank Hillen over here. So I mean, she's filling out the top. I got to hold her down with the belt.
I think everybody ought to have a good bolt gun, a good shotgun. I'm not like real prejudiced on brands or anything other than AKs. And like authentic AKs, and then platforms. But everything else is. I'm fond of the 1911. I'm still pretty old school.
2 World Wars about to be a third.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's going to be involved in this one, but if it happens on U.S. soil, I'd definitely say it'll be involved. I'm kind of cleaning up here, so I didn't catch all the commentary there on what y'all was saying. So
you're all right.
I apologize. I hope I covered all the golden 5 that you needed.
Yep, I got an honorable mention, and that's a pellet gun. I shoot a fuckload of ground squirrels with that thing, and it's a great way to teach a young person or somebody who doesn't know how to shoot, and somebody who's recoil sensitive / scared of recoil. I think a pellet gun's good, and a crossbow. I can't pull my bow anymore after I fucked up my back, but I take deer with a crossbow just fine.
I'm looking to get a crossbow this year.
I like slingshot. I need to get a new band for mine. Mine just dry rotted out. I need to get another band. That thing's a lot of fun to play around with.
You have any paramedic friends?
Yeah, I don't think I'd trust that band for my slingshot band, though. Slingshot bands are a lot thicker than what you think.
I tried some of that surgical tube when I was a kid, and it didn't work very well.
Yeah. I mean, you can go get 2 bands at like any Tractor Supply House store or any like just outdoorsman store or like a hillbilly store like Tractor Farm Supply, Rural King, whatever. You can get 2 of them for like $6-8. I mean, you just vacuum seal one and put the other one on, and you're good to go. That wrist rocket's back in action, baby.
Well, even them little cheap crossbow pistols and crossbows that you can buy at the novelty stores, a lot of them are pretty accurate. I've had 3 or 4 of them pistols, and I got one of the rifles still. And I'd say out to 20 yards, you can kill a rabbit pretty easy out 20 yards.
I traded one of those rifle ones for a 22. I fucked that guy hard.
So a lot of people, as you were talking to me about before we went live, I love black powder.
Yeah.
And the thing with that, it's so useful too, is if you start running out of balls or anything, you just stick rocks or whatever, use it like a blunderbuss, you know what I mean? As long as you can make powder.
Yeah.
So I think black powder, it could get to that. Yeah, I don't know if you've ever seen the show Revolution. That's how it goes in that show. Like they end up basically everybody ends up running through all their ammo and starts going back to freaking muskets and shit. But I mean, I think they're there's a use for that because, like I said, you can use anything for ammo.
Yeah, I mean, I tell you what, you can go and at the end of the year sale, you can, for about 20, 25 muffins, you can pick up enough primers, powder, and slugs that probably last you almost your whole life if you shoot it twice a year, once decided in and once on an animal.
Yeah, and two, if instead you went flintlock, then there's one thing that you could, use as well that you could just find out in nature. We'll find that flint and stuff.
Yeah.
Not have to worry about the primers.
Yeah, that's true.
Or caps, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, they're just little shotgun. What is that? 2 or 309 primers, which you can also use in your tripwire. Boom!
It's funny for a little while, for probably about a year, I was carrying a 1851 Navy every day. That was my EDC pistol.
Oh yeah,
one I had.
That's the keister carry, right?
And then I got a Kentucky pistol. I got a Kentucky pistol sitting over here next to me, man. That thing, I've shoved rocks and shit down in that thing before and just blasted like a blunderbuss. That thing kicked somebody's ass.
Hell yeah. That thing be running long when everybody's out of ammo, baby.
Yeah. Pull that thing out.
Yeah. Man, if somebody pulled one out on me, I'd probably shit my pants and be like, man, this fucker probably knows how to use this thing. I'm in trouble.
Yeah, Dave Canterbury has got a whole video series using like those single shot shotguns and reloading them with black powder.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah. I've got a 36 caliber cap and ball. I have to be kind of careful what I stuff in it.
Yeah.
Waffly Arms picturing me sneaking up 20 yards on a rabbit. I just walk up to him because they think I'm feeding them, and then I just pop them with the 22. They don't know what's going on. Pull out that Glock 44. They're like, what the fuck? I'm like, you're hashtag crockpot, baby. Shepherd's pie it is.
Well, and that's part of hunting, too. Know your area where you're hunting, and you'll know where animals travel regular, and you can go sit down somewhere, and a rabbit will come within 20 yards of you if you just sit there and be still.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I go rabbit hunting, they're nowhere to be seen.
Yeah. A lot of people walk around and hunt.
Go for it, Modern.
Oh, it's a funny story about that. I think it was last winter. I was sitting out, had my rifle propped up on a tree. I was squirrel hunting and had it propped up on a log. I was sitting up against a tree. I was sitting still for quite a while. And a freaking chipmunk jumps on top of my rifle and just sit there on my barrel for like 5 minutes.
Nice. I was out deer hunting. I had a big ass squirrel come up to me about 8 foot away, and I had my EDC poked out at it, and I was like, "You take one more fucking step towards me, you're going home, baby. I'm hungry." He never did come.
Was his name Chunky, and he was on your back deck?
Nope, just a regular corn-fed fucking squirrel over here. What was it? Yeah, Jay at Prepared Citizen. He's like, "My God, that's a fat squirrel." I'm like, "That's a skinny squirrel where I'm from, baby."
Yeah, corn-fed about a cannon. That would be nice.
Yeah, corn-fed deer, corn-fed muffin tops, corn-fed squirrels, baby.
From what I remember going hunting with my dad is if you want a rabbit, go deer hunting. Or if you want a squirrel, go deer hunting because they know.
Yeah.
Like they can read your brain waves or something. Like they're not looking for me.
That's why I've gotten where I'll carry a shotgun and carry, some bird shot in one pocket and buckshot in the other pocket.
Have a little 22 pistol ready to go.
Yeah. That's
just in case.
Missouri Survival had that. That's what I was saying. That was that in the back chat we were talking about that, or was this chat where you were making the shoulder holsters for those Heritage Rough Riders?
Do what?
You make the shoulder holsters for the Heritage Rough Rider, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember if we were talking about that in the back chat or this chat, but dude, that is a woodsman's freaking workhorse. Is a Heritage Rough Rider, man. You got one of those in your backpack or whatever, or in a freaking holster with you. You can do a lot of shit with that out in the wild.
Mm-hmm. And I know a lot of trappers that use them.
Yeah. What's up, KP Heathen? Yeah, we had this dude from Missouri. He came up noodling, and he took me out with him. I'd never been, so I was like, "Fuck it, we'll try it. We're here." And he pulled out a rusted to shit Heritage Rough Rider. I'm like, "What are you doing with that?" He's like, "Oh, I seen a beaver out here last week, and I don't want to lose my finger." I'm like, Fuck that! I'm not sticking my hand down a hole a fucking beaver could be in. Are you shitting me? I don't know. My grandpa told me they was out trapping them one day, and this guy got his leg broke by a beaver tail. So I'm a little bit scared of beavers. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I bet you are.
Don't tell your wife that.
Oh, her beaver's scary.
No muff too tough, but the beaver deceiver.
Yeah. Oh my lord. So I found out my father-in-law watches this, so he's gonna love that part. Not muff too tough for T.M.T. That's a lot of fun. Well, that's good, man. Well, I hope you guys got any closing panels. I'm a little bit sick, so I'm kind of fucking tired. I'd like to hit the sack a little bit early. Usually we go for about 2 hours, but we've been kind of dinking around here for about an hour and a half. If you guys got any questions for Modern Frontiersman, because he's a knowledgeable dude in his field, and oh wait, I do want to show. Go ahead and ask him something, somebody. I'm gonna show your bandolier because I like that thing.
Yeah, Randall should be getting his second one here soon.
Hell yeah. Yeah, if you need any custom leather work, which is a super barterable skill and shit, it's a fan, my guy. Where'd that go?
Yeah, I've thought about that. It's like that could carry over to repairing a lot of different things and making
Right.
a lot of different things as well. Not just with leather, but you could use those same exact methods for a lot of other stuff.
Y'all see this?
Fix people's shoes, because that'll be
There you go,
desired after SHTF.
Hell
Shoe
yeah.
repair will be a thing again.
Yeah, you can be the cobbler, bro.
Yeah,
That's right
that
up
would
your
probably
alley,
be
ain't
a
it, Mac?
valuable.
Yeah, that's right up my alley. Sorry, I had it on mute.
Oh, you're good. Yeah, I like that, man. Classic freaking bandolier, bro.
That is cool.
That's some good looking leather. my guy.
Machine. Do you use the machine motor?
No, I don't use a machine for anything. Everything's completely by hand.
Holy shit, that probably takes a minute, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Hell
All the
yeah.
stitching, everything I do is all by hand.
Hell yeah. And he makes if y'all picked up a grizzly because they were cheap as hell, he's got, man, you got that on your shorts, your video, I can't remember which. You're making sheaths for the grizzly too, right?
Yeah, I haven't made a video about the grizzly holsters yet. I just
okay.
made a post on it.
Oh, my bad. Well, check him out if you need a holster made, especially for new guns when it's real hard to get into the tactical market for a holster.
Mm-hmm.
Getting something's better than nothing for sure. But go check him out. Here's his YouTube channel, Modern Frontiersman. He's a good dude. He is Tactical Muffin Top approved, man. He's a really good dude. He's got some good military tactics and shit, some barterable skills, and he's just a chill dude like the rest of us hanging out.
He got picked on the fantasy pick last night by one of them.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he's had something to say about some ragheads, haven't you?
Yeah. If you need any laser work done, just hit me up. I can make like leather stamps and stuff like that. Custom leather leather stamps.
I do need that. Yeah. There's a lot of stamps I need right now.
Email him, Pat. I don't know. I'm still waiting on my kill flashes.
I think I'm getting a new 3D printer for Christmas. I think. And
loaded.
I'm gonna print them out in ABS before I send them out.
That's cool.
It's just a tougher, more durable plastic than the regular PLA.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I've been pouring beeswax candle. Chad Limsaw says, hell yeah, dude. Crafting is cool, man. If you can get into something like that, like my barter, I'm a butcher, bro. I'll be cutting up meat. I know how to do it. I can cut up a cow with little to no waste and still set up a coyote bait trap, bro. Like, we'll take out predators and we'll be eating good. Be all right.
See, it's perfect supply chain right there. You cut up the animal, you get the hides, tan the hides, and make the shit out of the hides.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I got a guy at church. He makes full buckskin shit. We give him our buckskins, and he makes like beer mugs for weddings out of the hoofs. So we just cut off all our deer legs and stuff for him. It's badass as hell. He just gives us free knives for hooking us up with. We don't even flesh them out, nothing. Just roll them up, freeze them for a day, and give him all of our skins. That's it. He does the rest.
Yeah. Oh, I saw you ask that earlier, Lawfully Armed. What color is my nylon 66? It's the black one. It's I think they call it the Apache Black model.
Hell yeah.
Apache Black.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, them nylons are a big thing around here, dude. We get some people. This one guy's got like almost 700 of them. Like that's his like whole entire. Yeah, when he goes to a gun show, it's just he's like, I'm just looking for nylons. He's not selling any. He's just there buying them. That's cool.
Wow.
He's trying to corner the market.
Yeah.
If you like to tan your own hides, check your local locker because cow hides aren't worth shit. I worked at my local locker butchering 4 years ago, and we had to throw them away every day. And they still do that. I asked him just here about 6 months ago, and he said, "Yeah, they're not worth anything. They can't get anybody to come pick them up. So check your local locker. You might be able to get some free cow hides to tan."
Wow, fucking not here, bro. I know a guy making $37 an hour running a forklift hauling cow hides out here.
Really?
Yeah, cowhide out. Well, we're corn-fed, big-ass fucking cows, so maybe y'all skinny, half-dead cows ain't worth nothing. But
oh no, these are.
You're talking about a taxi?
These are muffin top style cows, man.
Oh, dang! All right. I didn't know if you was just into the skinny meth head cows or what you got going on.
I brought several home and tanned them out.
Oh,
I would. I'd like to find out who's buying them because I could probably get a deal on these up here. Rub them down with salt. They don't have to be tanned or anything for him to buy them.
Oh no, these go through the whole. It's cattle rancher to custom high end steaks, custom like the really like Omaha steaks and all the dry age shit.
Yeah.
And these go for some high dollar leather work. Yeah. Tack and shit. Probably for the guy who's ranching, so he's got all of his ranchers all tacked out, you know. I don't know. That'd be a sick little workaround.
There's at least 12 to 20 hides in the dumpster up here every week.
Oh my lord, that's such a waste. I tell you what, hey Modern, you ever do anything with gloves?
I've repaired gloves before. Yeah. I've never made any. And I really don't want to.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Because that's a lot of little intricate stitching.
Oh yeah, there's this company that makes, if you donate your deer hides to a veteran club here, they make deer hide gloves for veterans for like their wheelchairs and stuff. And I guess they're some of the softest fucking gloves that you'll ever fuck with.
Oh yeah,
they're tough, you know. So I'd like to get me a pair of them. But we donate. We got a family member in a wheelchair, and we donate a couple hides to their glove drive every year. So,
heck yeah.
Yep. Of course, not this year. You'd have to actually kill a fucking deer to do that. So, Muffin Top's getting skunked out pretty bad this year, man. I usually have 6 deer in the freezer. I'm gonna actually have to buy red meat this year. It's kind of sad.
You need to come to my house, man. I walk outside every morning. There's like 15 deer standing right in my yard.
Fuck, I wish, man. I'm probably gonna buy a cow elk from this high fence place. We bought it a couple years ago, and it turned out pretty good. I like elk. It's good stuff.
Yeah, I had elk one time. It was really good.
Elk's
We used to get a buffalo every other year, but this big cattle rancher moved up. This dude had buffalo, and he killed them all, so they didn't get blue tongue. Because he's like, I got like 100 freaking bajillion cattle out here, and if I get blue tongue and you kill my whole herd, I'll just kill your fucking family. And the guy's like, holy shit, this guy's crazy. So I guess he don't do buffalo anymore.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. It's interesting. But yeah, man. I had a good chat. I don't know. Anybody else got questions for Modern?
Footwear preferences.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Say again?
Footwear preferences?
Well, right now, I've been wearing these freaking Vask boots for a while. One, because I'm an affiliate for them and they gave them to me for free. So,
Hell yeah.
But I used to, and they're like a $300 pair of boots. But I usually do not like waterproof boots or Gore-Tex and shit. But I tell you, I've actually really liked them. I've been wearing them for, I don't know, probably 2 years at this point,
Shit.
and they are fantastic. Like, the downside is Vast just went out of business. They just sent all of us emails the other day telling our affiliate deals are going away because they're shutting down. So that sucks. But
Damn, you tell them to send you like 10 more boxes of boots real quick?
yeah, I was like, send me all the boots you have left. But yeah.
That's cool.
But I like low top boots. I wore those in Iraq too, like a lot of people did. Wore the low top Oakleys, the zip up on the side. But I like a low top boot.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Keens. I got big, flat, wide feet, and the Keens fit just right.
Mm.
I can't wear Merrells. They're for high arch people. Y'all crazy people with high arches.
Cotton or wool?
Naked.
Are you the one, Modern? Modern, are you the one that was on Red Dawn's a few months ago and it showed body armor where it was shot with a 7.62 by 39 or something in the back with some body armor to their body armor in Iraq?
No, that was probably Big Fish. I think I've heard him talk about that before.
Huh, I must have missed that. Big Fish got smoked in the back? Shit, Fish.
Yeah, I think it was either him or somebody new.
Huh.
It might have been bigger. Go ahead.
I seen a dude. We were crossing a street in Ramadi one day, and it was before we learned to stop going out during the daytime. And we were running across the street, and dude got hit with a whole freaking burst from an AK from a room across the street where we were headed towards. Popped right in his chest. And it stopped the rounds, but it broke his ribs pretty good. You know, he laid there for a minute. He looked like he was dead, but he had the breath knocked out of him. But
Shit.
those plates shattered. You know, like they just completely fell apart.
Yeah. I'm good. So are you on night vision or no? I seen you had a video with some budget night vision you was testing out. In your bump and go kit, you on night vision? Is it a necessity?
No, I don't have any. Mostly just because I haven't had the money for it. But
same, I'm poor too.
Yeah, but it's cool though. There's enough. I mean, I don't worry about that a whole lot, to be honest with you. I know a lot of people disagree with me when it comes to night vision stuff, but even in Iraq, we didn't even use it very much.
Yeah, I think I talked to you and Red Dawn in a back chat till 1 a.m. one time on that.
Yeah, maybe, but
it's probably before you knew who I was. You probably still don't know who I am. It's okay. I understand.
No, man. But I would like to have some. I'll probably get some soon. I've been trying to hit up some companies to see if I can get an affiliate deal for some, at least just some PVS 14s.
Yeah, I seen some dude running. I know it's cheap. It's like the Walmart version, but that Night Owl or whatever, they have some pretty budget. I kind of wanted to try one of their scopes, just to put on it a cheap bolt for a coyote rig. But I know they, I've seen some. I don't know. He's kind of a funky dude channel, but he's been getting all kind of affiliate links and running all their shit. But they sent him their big ass nods and their scope, and I'm like, I mean, fuck, I try it for a couple videos. I mean, if somebody send it to you, give it a crack at it, right? I mean, worst you can say is it fucking sucks.
Right. Hey, Washburn Billy said, so are ceramic plates a waste of money? No, I don't think so. I mean, ain't no plate going to hold up forever. You know what I mean? Right. They're all going to take a certain amount of rounds. It's okay. It's not going to make this. That's the bad thing too. I think people get this idea that if you're wearing plates, you're wearing armor, that you're now invincible. You know what I mean? And that's not the case at all.
Right. You get hit in the leg.
No, I don't think ceramic plates are a waste of money.
Yeah, it's for weight, bro. I'm my back doctor pretty much flat told me I'm done walking on the treadmill with plates. So my plates are going to be a handoff or a reinforce a wall where I'm hanging out for like Armageddon, freaking Alamo style, right? Like I'm looking for some ceramics. It'd be cool, you know. But I kind of also want to get that FRAS system by Safelight because that's supposed to be super fucking light. You seen that? It's like rifle rated. That yeah, it's like a hype. It's like a soft armor vest, so it like wraps around, so you get a little bit more coverage than just separating your plates from side plates in front. But you can, yeah, it's rifle rated, and it's you can do incognito or overt with it, whatever carrier you put it in. But they are not fucking cheap. Like
Say I'm
like
using LAPG's plates because they give them to me. Like they give me their blemish ones a lot. I don't know if y'all have ever seen the video I did shooting those plates, but that's what I have in mind. That they're not heavy and they're not expensive. They take about 5 rounds or so, and I think that's perfectly reasonable.
Oh yeah, if you get tagged 5 times, you probably fucked up and you should have been out of there by now, right?
Yeah, you need to get some. You don't need to be worried about your plates. You need to get into some cover, bro.
You're in the wrong spot, buddy. Hell yeah.
That's the thing too. Is like I think people, and I'm not talking about you that asked the question. I mean, it's in general, people have this. You know, they watch these channels where dudes are standing on these ranges, on these, you know, I mean, just shooting at these targets and run around and not taking no cover and getting this idea that, oh, well, I got on, you know, they got on body armor. You don't need to take cover or something. You know what I mean?
No, I'm hiding behind the biggest fucking building I can find.
Yeah.
You think stuff like 3A soft armor has a place?
I think so. Yeah. I've been asking LAPG to send me some for like going to cities and places like that where people are, you know, where you're likely going to get shot with a pistol before anything else.
Right. I think a backpack panel is super handy these days. Like that's what I carry with me is I carry my soft and a PCC. I'd rather have it than not, and it don't hardly weigh nothing anyways, so it don't hurt my back. You know? And I can wear it under just a flannel, and you can't see it's there. And the corner's poking out if I bend over weird.
Yeah.
But I mean, other than that, you really can't see. If I'm just walking, you can't see it. So I think it's the best grade, man, is some soft panels. As far as 380, I know a lot of people carry them. I think it's like Lawfully said, a lot of people carry like the LCP 380, like a pocket pistol, 7-yard gun and under. It's a get off me gun. I carry a Glock 19 size gun with at least 1 mag, if not 2. If I go into the store, like I went to the store today, I had my horizontal holster with a 17 rounder and an extra 17 rounder in my back left pocket. 1 in the gun, 3 mags. That's where
So
it's
if
at.
a person was in the apocalypse and stumbled across like 3 sets of 3A soft armor, the panels, you know, like the front that wraps around and the back, and they made one best out of all of it, would that be overkill, or would that work in any rifles or anything? Do you think?
And I really don't know.
No, that shit degrades over time. It has a shelf life on.
Yeah, I've seen people shoot that kind of armor with rifles. It goes in the front and out the back. I don't know what 3 layers would do, but 2 layers definitely doesn't stop a rifle.
Yeah. Of course, I guess if you're just a man and you
it's
carry
stuff you like a meat teddy bear.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd be better off just running the 1 Mac and staying more mobile, so you can just keep moving quicker. Cut the weight.
Yeah, I think it's an overkill. I've been asked that question, and I'm no authoritarian on it, and so I always ask people that I think might know.
I'm not either. I'm just a fat guy.
Yeah, and you know, for me, like personally, like a lot of the gear and stuff that's out now, like I say it all the time, like, but I don't really know a whole lot about a lot of gear and stuff, you know, like I mean, I know about the stuff we used in 2006 in Iraq. Other than that, I don't fucking know.
Yeah,
Like,
Washburn Billy said he don't plan on using it, but he has it, and he said it's coming from a dude who doesn't plan on running. He asked these questions.
yeah, I saw that. What is that? I think I don't understand what he means.
He's asking if like you need ceramics or not. And I think he's just planning on hunkering down. He don't plan on moving around a whole lot.
Oh, well, I think that's a bad idea to not plan on running.
Yeah, I agree. You might, you know, everybody's
You have
probably
to move.
the best thing you could do is to hunker down and bug in place, right? But shit happens, man. What if it's a tornado or a fire? I mean, criminals, the easiest way to get you out of your hidey hole is a couple bottles of vodka with a rag in it, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Fire is no joke, and shit hits the fan.
Well, the thing is too is like I said the other day. I think it was on Red Dawns, but there is no impenetrable fortress. I don't give a damn what you do to your house to fortify it. Somebody can get in if they really want to.
Yeah. Unless your house is an Atlas bunker and you don't need any outputs and all this shit is just magically there for you. You probably got to leave and do some sort of transition. And even then, your ventilation's your compromise, right?
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's making it hard enough for them to get, as hard as possible for them to get in, you know, to buy as much time. My place is set up where I'm going to know they're even coming up through my junk piles and everything along before they get here. It's all choke points and paths to get to one spot. And it's on the back side of the wall with cameras and alarms. And so I'm going to know they're at my door, you know, but the door's set up so, and everything's set up so that it's going to take us some time to get through there no matter who it is.
Right.
And the more time I have to prepare, the better my chances are of repelling the first invasion.
Well, I can guarantee you a way to have more time than that, Mac, is to make sure you're never fighting at your mailbox.
Right. But in today's world, you just never know.
Yeah.
That's why I have a wall and security cameras and alarms that keeps them outside of my perimeter. If this was post-apocalyptic, then the community I live in, we would hopefully have patrols and stuff like that 5 miles out and knowing what's going on in our area.
Right.
Yeah, that's the argument I've made for when people say why would you get out there and leave the safety of your home and your family to go patrol and do things like that. Well, that's exactly why, like what you're just talking about. Like my AO that I've done the area study on is about 5 miles out. Yeah, I would want to patrol out that area to make sure that nothing's getting into my house. That is protecting my going out there and doing that is exactly that, protecting my family back at the house.
I agree. I think you should have an LPTO well within whoever's running your scoped and bolt guns, well within their range of capability, and vice versa. So that way you can cover their retreat if they need to come back and get help or whatever. But that should not be at your house. It should be outside your house.
Yeah.
With QRF.
And too, like even the most trained militaries in the world will usually follow the path of least resistance. So you can set things up in a way to funnel people into where you want them to go into a kill zone. You know what I mean? Like right now, where's most likely place anybody's going to come up to anybody's house, is the driveway, because that's just the easiest and makes most sense. So that's where I have the cameras facing. That's where my dog is. That's where, you know what I'm saying? Because that's most likely where people are going to come from. You know that, and you can fortify those other areas and try to funnel those people into that most likely avenue of approach, which is also the path of least resistance, and mow them down.
Amen, brother. That's some good questions, guys. Look at that.
Most garden gnomes are actually hollow, and you can fit about a pound of tannerite in them.
Amen.
Pixie dust.
You're talking all post-apocalyptic, though, right?
Operation Tinkerbell, baby. Light that bitch up. Now, out here it's cattle country, so a cattle feeder bucket, they're everywhere, and they're colored. You get orange ones, blue ones, red ones, and any kid with a 22 can pop a hole in one of them bad boys for you.
Listen, it's almost 2025. We don't say colored anymore.
I was about to say, he did it again.
Nice. Whoops. I'm an LGBTQ.
It's containers of pigmentation.
Yeah, no, it ain't either. I can still go to the store and buy a pack of Crayola, and they got the color written right on the motherfucking crown. Okay, I can do that.
And they're tasty.
Which one's your favorite flavor?
Green.
Green for you.
We have a Marine in the house.
Yeah, we got.
Oh, so everybody didn't know that. I thought everybody just knew that.
I knew that. Duke Liberty, he's a Marine, and his favorite color is blue. Somebody sent him a whole case of blue crowns in the mail. Yeah. We'll have to get you on with him sometime. Y'all probably have a good time.
Yeah.
He's a good dude. That's funny. Green. Hashtag send Modern Frontiersman a case of green Crayola crowns. They come in a case of only green. Ask me how I know.
Making homemade
the
alarms.
USO gives those away.
Oh.
Making homemade alarms is also a good skill to develop.
Yeah.
And you talk about defending your front drive, having known distances already to have your dope set up for your rifle.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ask All-American Prepper about his dope. He don't know what that means. He thinks it's his windage levers and shit.
He's got her in a backpack.
At 300 feet.
Yeah, he with his Barrett 50 cal, 300 feet. I asked him how much his bipod weighed, and he said, "I don't know, man. That was 20 years ago." I'm like, bullshit. I know everybody who pitched that bitch. That way they didn't have to carry the weight.
Listen, I feel bad for the guy. He got since he got beat up by a Spetsna. I'm not sure what happened. I got booted
I got kicked out of my own damn chat. Goddamn.
I got kicked a while ago.
Oh,
wow.
wow.
All-American Prepper. I feel bad for the guy since he got beat up by a Spetsna.
He kicked his ass for talking to his married woman next to his wife.
I have never met one person like him where they've been exposed for being a fraud in a field that they have no fucking knowledge of and still maintain their fucking lie.
Keep going, yeah, I know it. It's disgusting, man. I hate bitches like that. Fucking stolen valor. I got a question for y'all, All-American Prepper. It's 9 inches long. Like, what? I don't think it is. I about died when he said that. He's like, I'm like a broke dick dog. I'm like an inbred hillbilly. I'm like, we could tell, bro. We know.
Typically, people don't admit that.
Yeah. I'm living in an 8x10 shed, but now it's a 6x10 shed. I can't do math. I love math.
Well, I've thought too is like if I had brain damage and stuff like that, I don't think I'd be getting in a cage fighting.
Well,
yeah, that's a lot of my deal. I've had 6 concussions, and I could literally be a fucking slobbering retard with one more.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Don't go give the guy any credit or anything, but just go back on a live stream that like Red Dawn or Hutch has been on with him or something. Don't give the guy any views because he's fucking scum of the earth. But the guy's dumber than a box of rocks, man. Like he is fucking stupid.
I really think there's something wrong with him.
Oh yeah, I think so too. But don't come touting saying you're a prepper, dude. I looked at a couple of his videos and found out real quick. Like I got a red flag when he was on Red Dawn's channel one time, and he's like, "Come to my course, I'll teach you how to survive out in the wild. I don't buy anything." And I'm like, "How about that wife beater you're wearing? Did you fucking knit that yourself?" "Nope, I stole it off a hobo." I'm like, "All right, well, fuck, go for you." like,
I didn't know Red Dawn had him on other than when him and Maccabeus there was talking.
Yeah, he had him on another one. I'm like, man, this guy is a fucking poser, bro. Why do you got this trash on here? Muffin Top's better skilled than that motherfucker. Goddamn.
I'd have never said a word to him if he hadn't started throwing the name Blackwater out there.
Yeah, that pisses me off.
Kind of sounds like he came from an older generation, like pre-internet, where the only people that could call you on your bullshit was somebody who was actually did what you were claiming to do. Nowadays with the internet, you can't get away with that stuff.
Yeah, he was admitting to tax fraud and choking out his wife, and he's got domestic violence charges and all this other shit. And I'm like, wow, you're just an open book, aren't you, over here, Ernie? What a fucking pro, bro.
Why not? He's an inbred redneck. He said
Yeah,
so.
I guess. I might have a 9-inch dick, but it's broke like a broke dick dog. Man, he reminds me of. I said it in the thing. I was like, he reminds me of Cotton Hill off of King of the Hill. But I killed 50 men and I lost my shins. Like that's him. That's him to a T, bro. Cracks me
It's kind of like it's kind of like the quote. At the height of Vietnam, there were 450 Navy SEALs, and I've met all 1,000 of them, or all 5,000 of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's that guy with his Barrett.
What was that one movie that was over there in the Middle East, like The Mummy or something? One of them kind of movies, and they're like just mowing down like row after row after row of Haji kind of Arabs coming across the sand dunes. You know,
that was him.
Yeah, that's the way he sounded in his story, like he was somebody like that special that the government threw over there with him and his wrecking crew. And
he already told us he was a contractor for Blackwater. He got $250,000 every 3 months to scrub the toilets, guys.
Yeah.
He was Operation Consuela. He was Operation Lemon Pledge. Okay.
Oh
Lord.
A special mops operator.
Oh yeah, he was mopping something, all right.
No, I don't think he was a janitor there either, because I asked him where the Blackwater facility was located, and he didn't know. And then his woman told him a few minutes later, after I hit him with it again, that it was in Texas, and there wasn't a facility in Texas until it changed names for a second or third time from Constellas to Academy, or vice versa. I forget which way it goes. They only had one facility. Blackwater only had one facility, and that was in Moyock, North Carolina, right by the Great Dismal Swamp.
Well, I think if we leave any parting wisdom amongst people for this is don't take Ernie's course, because you'll fucking die. If you're going to take a course, go hang out with Modern Frontiersman.
Well, that's probably what happened to his mama. He probably took her out there to teach her something, and she got ate by a fucking gator.
Does he actually have courses?
I hope not, because whoever the fuck takes that is going to die.
I want to take one.
No, he just says he does. If he rucked 7 to 15 miles a day, full ruck run, he would video that shit. I mean, he's a bragger, so he would show that shit. And if he had courses, he would be doing videos of it.
He's too busy running a biker gang. He's the lead of he's the MC head in his shed.
His wife done a video recently about people with PTSD, and she said that he don't ever want to leave the shed. He's scared to go outside and has to look in all the bushes, thinking there's a long gun pointed out at him. And
a long barrel. There's barrels everywhere.
Yeah, long barrel.
I'm gonna try to take his course.
You might teach him a thing or two.
No.
You might come out being the instructor.
Seriously, I don't think I'm subscribed to. I don't think I've ever even seen his channel, but I'm going to. I'm gonna try my hardest to see if I can take this course.
Me and C&T Designs Coop, we were in there trolling his chat one day. I was like, "How's being a woman beater? Why do you like beating women and all this shit?" And he's like, "I can't read all these things." And I'm like, "Hey, what would you do in the event of a nuclear explosion?" He's like, "Oh, tactical muffin top. I'd bend my head in between my cheeks and kiss my ass goodbye." It's like, well, that's some good advice. I'm like, they didn't have any CBRN training in the military, huh? Blackwater must suck at doing that course.
He couldn't even got a driver. He couldn't even got a driver job at Blackwater.
Oh man, that's a lot of fun.
I love when he said, well, they were asking that last live stream, whoever it was he was with, asked him something, and he said, "I don't know. I'm not the guy to talk to about details."
Yeah, really? Well, you hit that one on the head, buddy. We know. I don't remember words real well. That was my spotter's job.
I don't know stuff.
You don't have to be intelligent to be a trigger puller. To be a sniper, you can be dumb as shit.
Did he say that?
Yeah, he's like, you don't got to be smart to be a sniper. I'm like, I'm pretty sure you have to be pretty smart to be a sniper. There's a lot of math involved. Yeah, curvature of the earth, or however you say that word.
And his alleged buddies, he talked shit about all them because they was dead. He called them idiots and stuff because they wasn't smart enough to dig a spider hole before they took on the onslaught of Hajis and drove across the IED, and they didn't put their cat tourniquets on their leg and arm first before they drove across it.
Yeah, that's how you beat thermal, by the way, is you dig a spider hole. He told us that.
Yeah, and them little Mylar
Let me know how that
cheapy
works out for you.
the Mylar blankets from Walmart won't really work for thermal. They're not that kind of reflective.
Yeah, the ones they have in the military have some kind of coating on them. Yeah, he's a smart one. But don't worry, he's evading thermal like a motherfucker over there. Get in that ditch, you'll be fine.
Man, it all depends on standoff. Like you can't wrap the thermal blanket around you because your heat will just bleed through it. You have to have a standoff. Like just a regular umbrella will stop thermal if it's in front of you.
Well, don't worry. Ernie's carrying a plexiglass shield now. He's good to go.
Muffin Top, you got to stop internet bullying him like that, or he's going to shoot up a Petco.
Well, that'd be about all he could figure out because they're all caged up.
I was kind of hoping to trigger him. He'd come up here and pay me a visit, but I think I'm going to be disappointed.
He'll be living in a van soon. He'll be mobile, baby.
What's this guy's name?
All-American Prepper.
So I might have some sweet content from his course.
Oh, yeah.
He says we're all jealous of him.
He jumps in different communities to eBay, and he has jumped in the prepper community and has swindled a lot of money out of people. And I don't do that to our people. We're all here to help people to grow, to make our communities better for when shit goes down. We're not here to fuck people out of everything they got. That's the whole point why we're all here, right? To help people out. Not to be a piece of shit.
And if he's such a badass survivalist bragging about being able to survive on nothing, why is he begging for fucking money?
Yeah. But don't worry, he's a badass bouncer, baby.
Well, I'll say what you want. I'm jealous of him.
Yeah, oh boy. He's got
another guy, ex-NYC OG prepper, done a video. Another guy sent it to me last night, and he knows Ernie. And he said that he really wasn't a bouncer at a bar. He used to be years ago, but he wasn't a bouncer anymore.
Gen X said he probably used the airsoft at Petco.
Yeah,
with his MRAP and his
AMRAD.
Mm-hmm. He has 250 mag members he trains with on the airsoft course every weekend for free because he's so cool.
250? Is it real? He really said that?
Yeah, he said, I have 250 friends. They're all my mag members. They're all 14-year-old kids shooting my nutsack.
He's got like a company-sized mag.
Hey, guys, he might not actually be lying. He might just be remembering all his past lives, you know?
Right.
Mm, true.
Well, he said they have tanks, and all I've seen was like an old APC and one of them 8-wheeled armored cars.
That's a tank, you mean?
Like a propane tank?
Is he living in Oklahoma?
In Florida. I should have met him when I was on vacation. Me and Red Dawn could have went shooting with him. Of course, he's a felon, so he probably couldn't do nothing.
Where does he live in Florida?
Maybe Chris called you.
No.
He was bragging back several months ago about being able to use them tanks during the Civil War that's coming. And I was like, you're an ignorant motherfucker. That's the last place I'd be. Fucking government. Take them anything that's not a government vehicle rolling down the road look like that, you're fucking toast.
He's got his van.
I know
he
for a
doesn't need a
fact
tank.
vehicles are a bullet magnet.
I'm good. He'll be out in the woods. He has a backup bug out shed. He'll be fine. All right. Well, that's a lot of fun. That guy's useless. Let's call it here, guys. This chat is going downhill when our greatest point to talk about is some retard on the internet. Move more, eat
We're
less.
all just retards on the internet.
Well, I mean, we're a little bit more. We're like fucking genius level compared to that guy. So, I mean, we're doing good.
Yeah.
You know, it's the holiday season. Make sure you enjoy these times. It could be the last quote-unquote normal times we have left, gentlemen and ladies and transvestites, whatever's in the chat. Prep up, I guess, whatever you are. Just stay ready. Carry more than what you think you need to carry. Train. I don't care if it's dry fire training. I don't care if it's snap cap training. I don't care if it's go run on a treadmill or whatever. Do 10 jumping jacks and do dry fire training, and then do 10 more jumping jacks. Do something to better yourself. I don't care if it's you go buy all the seeds on sale right now and save them and throw them in the freezer for spring. Do it. Go buy all the cannon shit that's going on sale. You know, prep. Stack something a little bit every time you go.
Later.
Buy ammo.
All that
I
shit.
have to end this as I always do. Everybody stay self-reliant.
Ba-boom!